Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Booming Success, and today we're going to be talking about why the PlayStation 4 is more awesome than the Xbox One, alrighty? Now, the first reason, and this is whenever I decided to buy more than one system because of free-to-play games, Xbox. Out of the box, you want to play free-to-play games? You better have an Xbox Live subscription. Get ready to fork that $50 to $60 a year for the free-to-play multiplayer. On PlayStation 4, oh no, it's always free to play with the free-to-play games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, H1Z1, Paladins, and Realm Royale. When they're free to play, they're actually free to play, unlike Xbox. Now, another reason that I got a PlayStation over an Xbox, easily, this just aggravates me so much. It requires batteries out of the box. Are you freaking kidding me? Out of the box, you're spending $200 to $400. That's ridiculous. Out of the box, batteries. So I have to go out of my way to purchase batteries or get a rechargeable kit, or make it a wired controller. Ooh, that really sucks. So what's the point of having a wireless controller if you have to make it wired because you don't want to buy batteries or rechargeable pack? I think that's a little ridiculous. Like last generation, the 360, it was the same way. And I bought the rechargeable packs for it, and they only lasted 2 to 3 years. So why do you think I'm going to play the same game over again this time? Oh, no. Oh, heavens, no. That's why I've got 3 PS4s and not a mixture of consoles for that very reason, because it drives me nuts. Now, another reason that I'm on PS4 compared to Xbox One, you've heard this everywhere. It's obvious, guys, okay? Exclusives. PlayStation, not only do they have the past generation exclusives like Uncharted, Last of Us, but man, the new exclusives, the new games they're working on this generation, which are currently out and they're coming out, is fantastic. Games like last year, like the Spider-Man PS4, that game was amazing. I haven't played it yet, but Persona 5, that is a fantastic RPG. I already know it. Horizon Zero Dawn. The new God of War, which in my opinion combines God of War with Dark Souls. Which you put those two games together, it's freaking amazing. With the highest difficulty, like the challenge, I just love the challenge. And whenever you defeat a boss, it feels so good. And obviously, they've released 2 new Uncharted games, Last of Us 1, and then now we're getting Last of Us 2, which is fantastic. The Order 1886, which is okay. It's not a very long game. If you can get it for cheap, I mean, the 3 or 4 hours you're going to get out of it is probably fantastic. I'll tell you right now, a game I really enjoy, and it's kind of older now, Until Dawn. It kind of reminds me of Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human, which were PS4 exclusives, but they're coming to the PC, but with the horror game. And like now that it's so cheap, you can sit down for 7 to 8 hours in a day and just stream that entire game. I mean, it's so much fun. Like, oh, well, it's just a quick time event simulator. I mean, but it's not bad. I like those types of games. I know I'm weird. It's a selective taste. And Detroit Become Human, which it's not a PS4 exclusive anymore, but it was. And it was so fantastic. Quantic Dreams just nailed it out of the park with that game. And now the fact that it's super cheap, like, well, yeah, it's worth it. Like those types of games that are 7 to 8 hours, no, don't spend full price on them. Obviously, just spend like $20. Spend $10. Get them on a PlayStation Store sale. Just do it that way. That's the best way to do it. And obviously, a big one for me. I'm a gigantic Dark Souls fan, and we have Bloodborne, and it's so good. Like that alone, I think, just sells the console to me because I'm such a big fan. And then obviously, it's not an exclusive, but Shadows Die Twice came out recently. Oh man, that game is just so good. It's all about skill. It's not about, tanking through the enemy like Dark Souls. You get your stats up, you're ready to tank through them and just destroy them. Oh no, it's all about skill in that game. And recently, Days Gone came out. It's okay. I'm waiting for a sale on that one, but, I'm just excited about it. And obviously coming up next is Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima, which is kind of like, I feel like Shadows Die Twice. I feel like we're getting a lot of like Japanese type games like Neo and stuff. Yeah, I believe Neo is a PS4 exclusive as well. I mean, and if you compare it to like Gears of War, Forza Horizon, which they're great games, okay? I'm not going to lie to you and not say that they're not great games. But it feels like Xbox is more or less sticking in the past. Like stuff that was mainly from the last generation. It doesn't really feel like they're moving forward much. And don't forget about Crackdown 3. That game was a travesty. That game was terrible. Like they shouldn't even have released it. Now that's just my own personal opinion, okay? And I'm not just some big old PlayStation fanboy. I mean, I played the 360 like crazy back in the day, all right? And don't forget about the E3 before the Xbox One launched. That thing was a disaster. It was a total disaster. It was all about TV, guys. We want it to be a TV box connected to your satellite box, guys. Come on. Oh, look at all the media features we got on this box. And it's just this ginormous VCR looking thing. And, oh, don't worry, guys. We need you to have this bad boy on always online. And if you want to trade a game, you're going to have to buy the license for it. Sorry, we're trying to make more money off of you. We're trying to restrict you, which is ridiculous because you're already spending a ton of money. And don't you forget that the Xbox One launched at $500 with the Kinect, which no one, really almost no one, wanted that Kinect whatsoever. And then finally, after everything went down, they got rid of the Kinect and lowered the price because they figured out, which they should have already known by now, nobody really wants that Kinect. The hardcore audience, the gaming audience, we don't want a Kinect. We want a gaming box. Of course, I want YouTube on my system. That's all I watch. I watch that bad boy 4 hours a day, absolutely. But I do not want a box that's exclusively are pushing really hard for television and satellite. I am not a fan of television and satellite. I'm sorry. That is just my opinion, and that's how I feel about it. Now, another thing that Xbox did recently, which I'm not a fan of at all, okay? Now, if it was a lot more cheaper, I would honestly consider checking out Xbox for it. $250 for the Xbox One discless version. When a normal Xbox One S goes for around that price. Are you kidding me? I am not a fan of that at all. I was expecting $150, maybe $200 max for a discless system. No, not at all. And a big thing, PS4 has sold nearly 100 million units now. And the estimated Xbox One units sold, just under 50 million. So we're destroying them 2-1. That's right. For every 2 people buying a PS4, there's only 1 person buying an Xbox. So that means pretty much all your friends are more likely are going to be on PS4 than they will be on Xbox One. Now, don't worry. I'm not a 100% PlayStation purist, all right? I'm just buying the system for obvious reasons. And also, I like the controller more because the controller has actual buttons like L1 and R1. like compared to using the triggers. The buttons are faster responding than the triggers. Now, that's just my personal opinion. That's what I like about it, and the simple fact that I can charge the controller every night. This is Booming Success. If you like today's video, leave me a comment, okay? Subscribe, hit that bell, and check out some of my other videos. I have an entire playlist called Awesome, where I specifically talk about why certain things, systems, games, apps are freaking awesome. And you should go check it out. Thank you so much for watching.